Hey everybody, how's it going, man? I hope you're having a fantastic day today, and let's rejoice and be glad on this Super Saturday. And you know what's super? Because it's the day the Lord has made, and we can rejoice and be glad in it. I love saying it. I say it every time, and I mean it every time. I'll have a little saying that I like to use from time to time, and I think I've seen it on an Instagram post or something, and it says this, and I just think it's fantastic. No matter how far you've gone down the wrong road, it's never too late to turn around. Now I've had that interpreted in a lot of different ways, and so and I'm thinking of one in particular. I'm not going to get into it, but it is true, isn't it? I mean, all we have to do is just think about the parable of the prodigal son. I mean, he went down the wrong road, way down the wrong road, but yet God took him back, didn't he? And so that's the whole parable. The father is a representative of God, and he sees him walking down the road, and he runs to him, and he takes him back. Listen to this verse from my quiet time this morning, and it's very similar to that. And listen to what it says. It says, "I could have no greater joy than to hear my children are following the truth." Now, this is John, the Apostle John, writing this book, and he says this in there, talking about the people that he's writing to. But it's also representative of how God looks at us. What brings God joy in our heart is following His truth. When we have gone down a wrong road, whatever that is. Yesterday I talked about this, how that, sometimes we can have this sin that we've been battling for years and years and years, or some bad habit that we have that we've been struggling with for years and years and years. But when we let go of that and break free of that bondage of that, then, man, it's liberating. It's helpful. And this is what happened to the prodigal son. This is what John's talking about today. And and my quiet time was like this. I mean, it's just, there's joy in knowing that we are walking in God's truth. There's just such joy in it. It's like doing these videos. It just brings me so much joy, even though for some reason I just can't get it together some days and get it done. And we have all been like that. We're all like that. I like what it says in my quiet time. It says, one joy of walking in the truth is knowing that God has an assignment for you. Now, he tells a little story about a boy that was adopted, but I have one just as good. In my church, we had this lady that started coming, and she still comes, very faithful, and she knows who she is, and she's going to know who she is when she hears this. And I appreciate her so much, just so much. And one day I told her, I said, "Here, I'm going to give you a key to the church so you can do this certain thing and help me out and fulfill this task." And she broke down and cried. And she goes, no church has ever offered me a key before, and I was kind of taken back by that, because, to me, it was just a key, but to her, it meant that she belonged. It meant that she was important to me as a pastor. She was important to the church. And so it just meant so much to her. And I think about that every little bit, of how that one little, to me, it was just a thing to help me out, yet it meant so much to her. And that's how God treats us. When He gives us an assignment, when He gives us something that He wants us to do, it brings so much joy to us. And I was sharing with my Experiencing God group of how that God was calling me to a particular task, and maybe start doing podcasting. And so I just, and it brings me joy thinking about that. And I want to share a few things from my quiet time this morning in just a couple minutes that I have left here. So part of walking, he says this, part of walking in God's acceptance will be embracing His assignments that He has for you. And that's what brings joy, is knowing that we are serving God and doing the things that He has called us to do. And we do it not because we're trying to earn God's love, because we can't. It's unconditional. He loves us already. But because because you will see that you are special. You will see that you're special. You'll see that you're irreplaceable. God picked you. He didn't pick me to do your job. He picked you. And what a wonderful thing to think about. And that you are fulfilling a place in God's family. And so today, I want you to know that God loves you. And no matter how far you've gone down the wrong road, it's never too late to turn around. Come back to the truth and come back to hear what God has to say. And let him use you in his family. Hear what he has to say and follow his assignment. Go to where he's at work. Don't ask this question. Don't say, God, what's your will for my life? Say, God, what's your will? And then go there and adjust your life to do that. And you'll find that brings you so much joy, so much happiness in your life. It'll be like getting that key from the pastor for the church, that you really are important to this church and you're needed. And you are important to God's family and you're needed. So fulfill that assignment that God has given to you. And boy, what joy you'll have. God bless you. Hope that helped somebody out today. We'll see you next time.